Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to the Reality Chat Chamber. I hope you guys are doing good. Let's get on today's video. So, today's video we're gonna be touching a lot of bases, and it's this story today that I'm gonna be covering. It's actually part of the reason why I made this YouTube channel, because I honestly believe that life is spiritual, and this story is going to complement my beliefs. And I hope you guys are open to it and see it for what it is, because I strongly believe that life is spiritual. Nothing just happens, So this story, it took place in Florida, where a 14-year-old is arrested for killing his parents. Mind you, this is a 14-year-old boy. So let's get on to it. A 14-year-old in Florida has been arrested after authorities say he shot and killed his parents Monday. Family and friends said they were shocked because they thought the family had a good relationship. The victims were identified as David Lee, 44, and Brandy Smith, 45. The sheriff said their son, 14-year-old Trevor Lee, walked to a nearby church to call 911 just after midnight Monday to report that he just killed his parents. The teen told the dispatcher that he would wait at the church to be arrested, according to the sheriff. Now, instead of starting high school next week, Trevor is behind bars. A cousin of Trevor's mom said he was a good kid and a straight A student. I don't know what caused him to do it, James Lewis said. Trevor's best friend, Kyrene Baymon, is equally shocked. He says he would never have thought it possible. He was funny, charismatic, he always brought good energy, good vibes. Kyrene said of Trevor, Trevor was taken into custody and is now charged with killing both of his parents. Mind you, this is a 14-year-old. First and foremost, guys, this is not natural. For me, this is not natural. A 14-year-old. So, to some people, when you say life is spiritual, it sounds like you are overreaching. You are just overthinking things. But it's okay, you'd get to that point in your life. When I tell you guys that I wasn't always spiritual or believing in it, that life is spiritual, but there are certain encounters and reasons that got me into that conclusion, I'll share this story one day with you guys of how I nearly got kidnapped. And at that time I was not really deep into faith and believing, and I was not even believing that life is spiritual, but that encounter, it did change my life. It did change my life, and there were obvious things that I could see, even though at the time I really couldn't interpret what was the meaning, but I could feel that something is happening. There's a foul play in all of this, But that's a story for another day. Let's come back to this 14-year-old boy who killed his parents. When I say life is spiritual, I also mean that demonic possession is real. For a 14-year-old to carefully plan to execute the parents, because this thing, it screams like it's planned. It's planned. I don't know how it happened, but according to the article, he killed his parents and he had to go to the church. Why go to the church? And by the look of things, guys, what they described about the boy is the opposite of what he did. So there is a demonic intervention in all of this. I was once 14 years old. But never in my mind, it never crossed my mind to plan to kill my parents or kill my parents. Because killing a person, it does not happen by mistake. That's why I use the word plan. You can't just accidentally kill your mother and also kill your father at the same time. That's not an accident. So it's something that is planned. It's planned prior. How do you execute or kill someone who's twice your size or thrice your size? These people are in their 40s and you are just this little teenage boy, but you managed to kill both of them. I'm sure there was a struggle of some sort, but the determination, the zeal into it, for me, it screams supernatural. Demonic possession, demons are very much real, and when they possess a person, they make a person to do odd things, unnatural things. You see those things that they do at gymnastics and the things that they do in yoga classes. When a demonic person is possessed, they do 10 times. They can literally bend backwards and somehow flip their faces. Even when you see videos of demons being cast out of a person, they have these spunky faces that they make, these spunky frowning faces that they make. That you see that, how is it possible for a person to have such long tongue? How do you even put your tongue out like that? When a person is demonic, they can carry someone who's twice their size without even flinching or, showing signs of like, oh, okay, this is heavy. No. When a person is demonic, they do supernatural things. They do odd things. They can literally lift a car. Someone who's this small, they can lift a car. So for me, this story is supernatural. For parents out there, pray for your kids. This is not normal. It's a fight. In this world, it's a fight. Satan is very much real. Demonic, the spiritual realm, it's real. So if you're like, I'm not just going to believe that, you would get to that point. You would get to that point where you see that, okay, how is this happening? How is this possible? You will get to that point. There's no rush in that. But parents, please pray for your kids. What this young boy did is way out of character. I'm just even trying to think of something that upsetted him, that made him to be that angry to a point of him thinking that I'm better off without my parents. There's no amount of anger that can make you to kill your parents. At some point in my life, when I was young, I would get to a point of being mad at my parents and I would I wish I can just leave home. It's okay to be angry, you get to that point. Your parents will discipline you. It's not fun, it's not cool when your parents discipline you, but they're disciplining you for better. They know what they're doing. They're older than you for a reason. There is a reason as to why they would discipline you. But at that point and that time when you are young, you think they are just being unreasonable. They don't understand you. It's okay to think like that. But for you to take it as far as killing them, that's something else. What has been possessing you? What has been talking to you privately? There's something that has been talking to you privately. There's no way you can just wake up and just, I'm going to kill my parents. No. Demonic is very much real. So please, parents, pray for your children. Life is spiritual and the battle is very much real. The spiritual battle, I'm not talking about the physical one. This child is walking up and down in your house and looking at you. You can't read their minds, what they're thinking, but they're looking at you. When I tell you that my mom was very observant, she was very observant of our behavior. My mom would literally ask, even when she sees that Whenever you come back to school, you always go to bed and sleep. She will ask, why are you sleeping? What is the problem? She will get to the core of it. As a parent, be observant of your child's behavior. It's not normal for your child to not engage, just being quiet. They just suddenly want to be all by themselves. You have to stand up as a parent and intervene. Because if you don't intervene, the devil will intervene. You have to ask questions as a parent. You have to be observant of your child's behavior. This was not a once-off thing. There are certain things that change with this young man, this young boy right here. I'm not saying it's the parents' fault, but there were certain behavior, or characteristics that they saw, visible characteristics that they saw that actually there's something wrong. Maybe they were trying to reprimand him. And this thing that has been whispering into his ears a lot lately, it told him the solution to all of this is to just execute them. And they are patiently maybe reprimanding him, not knowing that the devil is also teaching behind closed doors. So parents, pray for your kids. My mom prayed for us. My mom even literally prayed for our friends. Because she can pray for us all day, every day. But if she does not pray for the people that we're going to be engaging with, spending the most days of our lives with, if she does not pray for those people, they have a power to derail us. They have the power to put us into things that she is praying against. They have that power. Your kids' friends, they play that role. They have the power to do that. There are people today who can testify that I'm into drugs because of my friends. I'm into this because of my friends. So for me, when I was reading this story, I just saw that there is a demonic intervention in this. Two things that I want you as a listener to take out of this video today. I want you to believe, not to believe forcefully, but I want you to see that life is spiritual. There are no coincidences. Secondly, pray for your kids. Pray for them, pray for their friends. Be observant as a parent. Look at your child's behavior. Don't try to be a cool parent and be a friend to your kids. No, it's okay to be gentle, it's okay to be friendly, but you are a guard. When you are a parent, you are on guard, you are on standby every day, all day for the rest of your life. You can't afford to relax. You are a guard. You wear different badges as a parent. You wear badges of honor. You are a nurse, you are a doctor, you are a preacher, you are a prayer warrior, you are a security. When you are a parent, there's no time for you to sleep. They didn't see it coming. Who would predict that my 14-year-old child one day will kill me? No one can predict that. So be very observant of your child's behavior. Don't be like, oh, this one is very quiet, like they just want to be in their room all the time. No. What are they doing in that room all by themselves? Oh, she just does not like to engage with people. She's an introvert. She does not socialize. That's a red flag right there. So for me, reading this, a 14-year-old, it screams demonic possession. And this child had to go to the church. God knows what this child was thinking. Maybe, it's not even a mistake. When I say this is carefully planned, it's carefully planned. It's not a mistake. Because if it was a mistake, maybe after doing it, you would have realized that, what did I do? And you are shocked. What did I do? And you step back. But you shoot the first parent and you don't even hesitate or step back. You shoot the other parent. That's not a mistake. What got into him? Something got into him. So please, parents, Be mindful of your child's action. Be cautious. Pray, but mostly pray for them. Because this is not natural. Excuse me. Do let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I will see you on my next upload.